Good morning, wrestling fans. Welcome to PWR today, Friday the 13th, August 13th, 2021. The man they call Meathead, Linda K. Again, the road weary Linda K. Good morning, Linda. How does your voice feel?
It's okay, but I just popped when you said it is Friday the 13th. Me being the horror fan I am, and me loving Jason Voorhees.
Yeah.
From Friday the 13th. He is my favorite horror film, or Friday the 13th, my favorite horror, not trilogy, horror.
Horror genre, horror franchise.
The franchise.
Okay.
There you go. So not only TGIF, happy Friday the 13th, Meathead.
Hey, I got to ask you real quick. I mean, I know this isn't what they tune in to listen for, but I got to ask you real quick. As much as you love Friday the 13th and Jason Voorhees, what's your opinions on Jason in space?
I prefer him at camp.
Jason Takes Manhattan.
Freddy versus Jason.
Freddy versus Jason was kind of cool, actually.
Yeah.
That one brought me back.
No, I prefer Jason haunting the camp counselors. Yes. Crystal Lake. Oh, yeah. Alice Cooper, Man Behind the Mask. Just saying. Yep.
Love it. Like I said, Freddy versus Jason was actually cool. I liked it because Freddy was in Jason's dreams. Spoiler alert.
Dream Warriors.
Dream Warriors Dawkins. That's still playing on Hair Nation on Sirius XM.
Rocking with Dawkins. All right.
Linda, tell us about our friends and who takes care of us here every day.
Absolutely. It's Collar and Elbow. Make sure to go to collarandelbowbrand.com. Go about the summer sale, see the latest and greatest in wrestling street fashions. My good friend Allison just got one of the newer merch t-shirts, a collar and elbow with a Hawaiian, the floral design. I love that. I'm gonna be breaking that one out soon. It is summertime, baby. So make sure to go to collarandelbowbrand.com. Use promo code LindaK, LINDAKAY, just like my friend Allison did. She saved herself 10% off. Nice. You can too. Yes.
Nice. And that beautiful Bobby shirt that's out there too. 100% of the proceeds going to the Eaton family. So wonderful tribute to beautiful Bobby Eaton out there at collarandelbowbrand.com.
Yes.
Linda, we've got really two big pieces. I mean, we're in Rampage media hype for the week. Mm-hmm. Rampage tonight after Smackdown. But I want to talk about Keith Lee and the speculation and the curiosity of where Keith was this whole time. Why was Keith gone? What was doing? Keith Lee having some medical issues after him contracting the COVID-19 virus. Apparently that he had some issues. And I mean, there was issues with heart disease related to having COVID-19. So he was at home. Absolute love and respect going out to Mia Yim, his fiance, who got the COVID, obviously from Bobby, and Bobby knows this. She stayed home to help him, get back into condition again. She missed her spot. She was supposed to be in the Royal Rumble and apparently missed her spot because she wanted to stay and take care of Keith as well, which is, you love the love there, right?
Yeah.
Keith was told he couldn't do any exercising, anything to stay in shape because they were worried that this could result in, don't joke intended, death. I mean, because, Keith's a bigger guy, obviously, and, he got it and he might have been more susceptible. But Keith Lee, back, full health, ready to go. Hopefully that means Mia Yim is back too.
Absolutely. I mean, since Keith Lee's return, he's looking great. Great in-ring action back as well. And just hearing this, just wow. I mean, he obviously was gone for months, and now we know just the full scale of how much he was hit with COVID and how bad it affected him. And then again, hearing what Mia Yim sacrificed to take care of her man, there's that love there. And
you love the love right there. I mean, absolutely.
Yes. And yeah, I've always been a fan of Mia Yim. I loved what she was doing in NXT. I know she came up as Reckoning and
Retribution.
Thank you. But I hope she does get to come back as Mia Yim. I loved her and everything she presented from the Impact days to, what she was in NXT. So hopefully we'll be seeing her back on our TV soon as well.
I got one more note here to take us into AEW. It was curious to see why Adam Page might not have been the one going after Kenny Omega and the AEW World Championship. There's a little bit of story there. He was not on Dynamite this last Wednesday night, and it is reported that this was time planned off in advance. Adam's got a baby coming. Him and his wife are expecting. They've been married since 2016, and there's a little hangman on the way.
Oh, yes. Little Adam Page.
Or
yes.
Admina. I mean, it's not confirmed if it's a boy or girl.
Or, well, there's lots of girls with more traditional male names. So, okay. Yes. No. Congratulations to Adam Page and his wife. Yeah. So obviously this makes more sense as to why, he's now number 3 contender or ranked third, for the title. And, yeah, I mean, if he's going to be gone, I'm assuming out for a couple months, maybe weeks or months. I'm not really sure, but this does make sense to what will transpire tonight on Rampage as far as a title match. Yeah. So, I mean, congrats to them. And I'm sure once Adam Page is ready to be back, we'll get him fully acclimated within AEW once again and back with the number 1 spot. Yes.
Once again. So, this is normally a day that we get ready to talk a little bit of Smackdown. It's not Smackdown time anymore, Linda. On Friday mornings, we talk Smackdown and we talk AEW Rampage. We're going to start with Smackdown, okay? So last week, we had the show ending off with the family, I guess is what they're calling themselves. Roman Reigns, Jay and Jimmy Uso standing on top of Finn Balor, a 3-on-1 assault on Finn Balor. This coming week, we've got more of the same really coming, in my opinion, as we make our way towards Money in the Bank. Holy smokes. Next week's Saturday's SummerSlam. We're going to have Roman Reigns. We're going to have John Cena one-on-one. I really do feel that this is the most legitimate shot at taking the belt off Roman. Roman's at about a year of a championship. Time has just flown by with him at the top of the card. It doesn't even feel like it's been a year. It feels like that he's just got it. He's just dominating. But this dude is literally just rolled right through everybody. Edge and Seth Rollins have their thing going. The women, Sasha and Bianca, are going to have their thing going. What are you expecting to see tonight on SmackDown?
Well, we'll get the return of John Cena. So that'll be...
yeah, how does Cena go?
Yeah, so I expect another great face-to-face. We're going to see, a little bit of a Finn Balor in the mix again. But this would be pretty much a week out from SummerSlam. So a little bit more momentum and getting things moved forward between Cena and Reigns themselves. I expect to see a little more interference with the family, with the Usos.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and don't forget the Usos do have a match against the Mysterios.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm excited for SummerSlam. I'm excited for SmackDown as well. A lot going on with these huge matches, and you just ran through it, but I'm excited for all of them. I think both wrestlers and within each of the matches are doing an excellent job at just keeping us hyped up about it. The crowd's into it, we're into it. That you can see it within themselves too, just the heat or just the passion with it, and I just cannot wait for SummerSlam. I know we still have another week for the go home show, but a little bit.
Matthew Thomas on the Street will be in attendance, as well as our big friend from Big D.
Yes. So we'll get, again, Matthew Thomas's Mott's.
The Mott's. He's got the Mott's, huh?
Yes.
Do you remember Mott's applesauce?
Yes.
Okay. He's got the Mott's.
Yes.
I wanted to do SmackDown first because we need to talk about last night's Impact technically going into tonight's Rampage. The Forbidden Door has never been more wide open than it has been this specific week, really.
Wide open.
Wide open.
Right,
I mean, I don't know how they're walking around with it that open. But, and here's why, and I'm going to lead us into this, Linda. Here's why I want to bring this up. We mentioned just the benefits of what AEW is going to do to Rampage, even if they had a Forbidden Door completely closed. It was exit only, right?
Mm-hmm.
Even if the Forbidden Door didn't exist, their Rampage would feed their Dynamite. Their Dynamite would feed their Rampage. Now, like we saw last night's Impact was heavy AEW stuff and talking about what's going to happen tonight on Rampage. Rampage is being fed by Dynamite and Impact Wednesday and Thursday nights, feeding Friday. Friday's going to feed, the Monday stuff that they might still do, and then feed Wednesday and feed
There's
Thursday.
Tuesday as well.
Holy smokes, man. Talk about a company is just on fire right now. The only thing more on fire in the entire sports world is the Brewers beating the Cubs.
Yes. And wow, I mean,
the Brewers Cubs or the AEW Impact Cubs?
I was thinking,
I mean,
Rampage,
seriously, it was like 17-3.
Insane in the membrane. I was just thinking Rampage could have been called Fire. I mean, seriously.
Right.
Wow. Yes. A lot taking place. And I, just like with SmackDown, I too am excited for the huge debut of Rampage.
And you know what they get? Unintentionally or intentionally, by their business, but WWE is not trying to help them. They get a wrestling fan base lead in.
Yeah.
They've kept people, honestly, it's like AEW is treating SmackDown like it's the dark match.
Dark match, yes. Or the superstars or the...
right. How smart is that?
Yes. Instead of competing, going one-on-one, you're roll right into hour 3 of your wrestling for Friday nights.
I mean, wrestling fans, good God, can you ask for more? No, you can't. No, you can't. And you're going to get more. Rampage is a 1-hour show, Linda. It's 10 Eastern, 9 Central on TNT. Next year, I believe, is when they start making the move over to TBS full time. But it doesn't matter. TBS, TNT, unless you have one of those cable company packages where you're picking your channels a la carte, you're going to have it in your basic cable package anyway, so it's not going to be that big a deal. The show opens. Rampage, AEW Rampage will open. The first thing you see will be the Impact Heavyweight Championship defended on Rampage. The historic first match. Christian Cage is the number 1 contender for the AEW Championship. And Scott D'Amore and Tony Khan said, you know what, kid? I know you're a former Impact Wrestling champion. Why don't you go ahead and take on Kenny for the Impact Championship? Omega, Christian Cage, tonight, opening match.
How about that?
Holy smokes, man.
Kick off the historic first episode of Rampage. And who would not want to see Christian Cage and Kenny Omega go one-on-one? I mean, this moment in time.
The Mott's was texting me all night last night and this morning going, dude, the way Impact is feeding AEW, there's a chance. I think Kenny might drop the Impact Championship to Christian.
Yeah. I mean, that would definitely stir things up, shake things up on AEW's road to All Out. And, yeah. I mean, that's not too far away. So that could be a great way to lead in on their road. And also, I mean, with it being the first match of the first ever Rampage, I expect a title change. I mean, I would think this would be the closing match of Rampage, let alone the opening match.
No, they've already announced what the main event is as well. But no, this one opens it.
Right. But historically, when you have a huge debut, a new show, or maybe a new
like
title,
this. No, Linda, with them having 2 hours of a lead-in from SmackDown, no, you put this match on at 10 Eastern, 9 Central. That's where you put this.
Okay, I didn't think about that. I was thinking more so the impact that kind of title change, given everything going on with Impact, with AEW, the coexistence, the Forbidden Door, Cage, Omega. I expect a title change to take place, unless shenanigans ensue, which can happen, obviously. I mean, you've got everybody there with that door wide open, you know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Like I said, having Scott D'Amore on commentary Wednesday night was huge. It legitimized when they had the Impact Tag Team Championships defended on Dynamite. The Good Brothers having to defend against the Jungle Express. Holy smokes, that made sense. Wrestling it's about time. WWE, we love you too. Don't get us wrong. Get your shit together. Let's go.
Yeah, I mean, the talk of the town, AEW, it's definitely. I mean,
What's
right
the
at their
phrase? What was the phrase we heard for how many years after WCW was killed? Wrestling competition creates, the competition creates cash, or controversy creates cash, or, the business will get better when there's competition. When WWE continually went solo for a long time, they got stagnant. And, with NXT allegedly being killed at some point in the form that we know it, I don't know, man. Come on, WWE, let's go.
Yeah, I mean, not just with AEW. I mean, we've talked last week about, OVW on the rise. We've talked about NWA and, of course, ROH and MLW. Just the rise of the other promotions as well. And
the respect of each promotion to each other on their broadcast
yes,
is amazing. I love it. We're dealing
absolutely.
with something, talking about our friend. I'm not, pulling a curtain back or nothing. It's out there. Our friend David the Zohan Hero working with another local federation just to make sure all wrestling fans in the area are taken care of.
Yes,
I love that.
absolutely. And just like we started off today's episode, you got to love the love.
Gotta love the love. That's right. All right. So we talked about the opener, right? There's 3 title matches in an hour. Miro is going to defend against Fuego del Sol. If Sol wins, he gets an AEW contract for the TNT Championship. The main event is going to be Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, defending her women's championship against Red Velvet. Dr. Britt Baker in Britsburg, Pennsylvania.
You got to end the show and in her hometown with her holding the title high.
Oh, super high. I don't care that she's a heel or not. It doesn't matter. She came out, that jacket was amazing. Did you see the Penguins logo and the Steelers logo on it?
Yes, I know you guys talked about the color schemes, which I never put together.
Nobody ever locked in on that except for the city of Pittsburgh. I never knew.
And when you leave the Pittsburgh airport and then you go through the bridge that it takes you right to where you'll see the Pirate Stadium. I'm not sure what it's called, but it's a huge yellow bridge.
So right. I mean, we have the Cream City. That's where we're from, right? We're from the Cream City. But the Brewers don't really wear cream jerseys. And the Bucks, those are just one-off jerseys.
Yes.
And to be honest, I was going to say, to be honest, the Milwaukee Brewers will be in Pittsburgh. My only thing against Pittsburgh, I don't know if you heard on the program, but it's going to rain out at least one of the damn games. Yeah. No roof on the stadium, and it rains 50% of the time.
Oh, I mean, we can always go for a doubleheader, I suppose.
Well, we can
sweep those too. Do they have open forbidden doors in baseball too?
What's that?
Do they have open forbidden doors in baseball too?
No, I don't think so.
Wrong sport. My bad.
But I mean, Ichiro did come over to the major leagues when he was one of the biggest stars in Japan. So
that is true.
Holy spokes! I mean, they had the forbidden door between football and baseball. Remember, Dion? He hit a home run on a Sunday, then scored a touchdown at night for the Falcons.
Oh man!
I mean, Bo Jackson back and forth, right? Danny Ainge played outfield for the Blue Jays before he played for the Celtics.
Michael Jordan.
Well, Michael Jordan sucked at baseball, but
he still played.
Yeah. No, Dion, seriously, with the Atlanta Braves, hit a home run in the playoffs, I believe, and scored a touchdown on the same day.
Deion Sanders. What a good time to be alive during that point in sports too. Just like at that time in wrestling, and we can go on and on, but
sure,
good flashbacks.
We've got a big weekend. We've got a big weekend of wrestling coming up tonight, and then Monday we are going to be talking about how we get to SummerSlam on Saturday. So, Linda Kay, anything else before we go home? I know we got big OVW stuff coming up real soon.
Yes. So in I'm just under, it's going to be like a week and a half now. Not even, just a little over a week. To be our next Saturday night special, our pay-per-view Reckoning, which is ironic because we did talk about Mayhem.
Right,
But
right.
it is called OVW Reckoning, Saturday, August 28th. I'll be back down in the Ville that week. Make sure to check it out. Last night we saw on OVW the Fanny Pack Party coming so close in that tag team gauntlet match for the tag team titles. But, that match ended in, no contest. So there's, possibly, what can we see next week for OVW this week, next week? We got to anticipate some type of tag title match
You got to tune in to
at the
find out is what you
pay-per-view.
got to do.
Yes, every Thursday night, Fight TV, 6 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Eastern. Catch OVW TV. Again, I'll be back down there. Make sure to catch our pal Cal Hero. And
That's right, the kid with the fanny pack.
Yes, and his tag partner, Dustin Jackson, his birthday was yesterday.
Yeah, that's Dave's adopted son, right?
Right. So happy belated Dustin Jackson, one half of the Fanny Pack Party. And also shout out to Sierra, who is my opponent when we in Ashapin last month. She has been doing it down at OVW, and she's, from last night's TV episode, she's now got a title shot at the pay-per-view as well. Yes. So we got some Wisconsin representation down at OVW and at the pay-per-view. But again, every Thursday night, Fight TV. Check out OVW TV as well.
I tell you, the Milwaukee area, the east side of the state of Wisconsin, we just win.
And all we do is win.
That's right. I mean, again, the Brewers. Do you know they scored like 30-some runs in 3 games against the Cubs, and the Cubs scored like 5? I mean, it's not even fair anymore.
It reminded me of that homestand when I got to see one of those games. Sorry, really quick. So when you're saying win, it reminds me of the song that they play at the Deer District when the Bucks win. So I was at the fair working an event, and I was there with Giannis and his girlfriend and little baby Liam walking by. There was the cops and the horses escorting him through. But I remember hearing a woman scream, like a good scream. And I could see, how tall Giannis is, nearly 7 feet tall. I was just like, holy crap, it's Giannis. And, everybody running up. And it was awesome to see. I mean, the finals are done, but he's still out here doing his thing in the Milwaukee area.
Yeah,
doing his thing.
He came for cream puffs, is what he came for.
Yeah. So there was a comment somebody posted on Facebook when they saw the video of him there. There's it's called a Milk House or Milk something at our Wisconsin State Fair, where it's got some Bucks decor, Bucks love, and there's a big sign there that has a poster board of both Chris Middleton and Giannis Antetokounmpo holding the trophy, and someone put, wow, that Milkmaid area came to life. There's Giannis in the flesh here at the fair. So a little pop.
Just like a commercial where he walks out of the poster and boom, there he is.
Yes. So little pop. I just wanted to bring that up. So
that's fantastic. All right. So for Linda K, for Matthew Thomas, the Motts, I'm the man they call me today. Thanks for stopping by. We'll talk to you guys next week. So long, everyone.